Oh, why am I awake? Guess I should just bother everybody then. Alright, everybody in Discord. You've now been pinged. Oh man. Let's get to this. What are we doing here? Can I change my... No, I can't. Well, trying a new streaming software. And it's interesting because years ago, I actually bought this software for something completely different when I was doing just videos. I wasn't doing streaming. It's called Morellis Action. And I got it when it was like version like 2.0. I mean, it was a while back. Now it's like at version 4.3 or something. And I had forgotten about it. So I re-downloaded it and I still had my email from when they emailed me my activation key. And apparently, all these years later, my activation key still works. So it's a paid it's a paid software, but yeah, it's the streaming stuff is fairly new in it, and it actually looks okay. I had to fiddle with it a little bit, and I am not having the same problems that I was having with sound over on OBS. I don't have that delay anymore, so I'll still use OBS for some things, but when I'm streaming from the Switch, hopefully this will hold out, because it seems to be doing pretty well. Picture looks good. I was able to get my sound working perfectly. I think we're all set. As you can see, I've already got 71, 186 DP. Saving up that DP. Oh man, but I mean, it being this late at night doesn't even matter if I talk about, I guess, what I normally start the shows with. I guess it kind of does. A lot of stuff has happened. I haven't streamed in a couple days because I've been out. Day before yesterday and day before that, I was out doing stuff, trying to find, on the toilet paper hunt. I mean, I don't need toilet paper, but what I did look for, though, I was looking for some cleaning supplies because, just want to clean. You got to keep a clean house. And it annoyed me because I went to Target, I went to HEB, I went to Walmart. And for someone without a car, that's a day. So, yeah, I went to all of those locations. In fact, I went to two different HEBs, one Walmart, one Target. We only have one Target here in our town. None of them had any sort of cleaners. They didn't have any of those like antibacterial wipes. They didn't have any of that stuff. Nothing. No cleaners. Not even the cheap, crappy, you just spray it and then you wipe it off. Nothing. They had nothing. And it was annoying having to spend the entire day just looking for cleaning supplies and not finding any because people were being stupid. So that bugged me a bit. But what can you do, right? That's people being people. And the thing is, we haven't been locked down or anything here in my city yet. New York is under lockdown, the entire state, from what I understand. California is on lockdown. Illinois is on lockdown. Other states are getting ready to follow. Interestingly enough, I don't know if this is still true, but yesterday, my city here in the United States was the largest city in the U.S. to not have any confirmed cases of the human malware. And I don't know if that's good or bad, because there's some dirty mother truckers around here. And yeah, there's a few restaurants out there that are at least shady at best. You don't know exactly where your food came from. You don't know if it was hiding like in a fridge for a while or if they, if it was hanging outside for a bit. You don't know. But yeah, apparently we are the largest city in the whole of the United States that does not have any confirmed cases. And again, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's just because nobody's getting tested. So that could be it. Because as it is right now, even here in my city, again, everybody is, in fact, when I went to Target, I was leaving Target and I took a picture of this person. I don't know who they were, but they were selling toilet paper out of the back of their SUV. I saw money being exchanged, and I'm like, really, man? You're really gonna play us like that? And I know people are, oh, we're just hustling, we're trying to make money. I'm like, no, dude, you are feeding off of fear, and you are taking advantage of people. During a crisis, that is just. It was here's the big thing about it, or what some people might think is a big thing, is it was an old lady. She must have been at least in her late 50s, maybe early 60s. So not like an old lady, but an older woman who was doing this. So apparently she had come across, and she wasn't selling just toilet paper. She was selling paper towels. She was selling various cleaning products and also diapers. And all of those things have been sold out. And it's people like her are the reason that I have to go to 4 different stores just to try and find a bottle of all-purpose cleaner. And I can't find it. It's because people like that. In some better news, I mentioned it the other day too, bill got passed. The number amounts that we're supposed to be getting, they keep going up and down. I don't even know how much it is anymore. At first it was $1,000, then it was down to $600. Now they're saying it's like $1,200. I don't even know what to believe anymore. So I'm just like, whatever. If you want to send me money, send me money. I'll do something with it. Maybe I'll buy some more actors for my set. Send them to jail. That's the thing, though, is the police here. I'm not knocking our police force. Our police force is actually pretty decent. But they got a lot of other things to worry about. They really do. They have a ton of other things to worry about because, who are you going to arrest? You going to arrest the person who's drunk driving? Are you going to arrest the person who's robbing somebody else? Are you going to arrest the person who's dealing drugs? Or are you going to arrest the 60-year-old lady selling toilet paper? It's kind of one of those situations like, well, you can't catch them all, but, got to catch some. But I'm not going to lie, I shamed her. I don't know who she is. And I didn't get a picture directly of her face or anything. I was far enough away that you can't really tell who you can see her, but you can't, like, if you really zoomed into the picture, you couldn't tell who she was. And the cars that I saw there, the license plates were blocked out. But I posted the picture. And I was like, look at this. Somebody's selling toilet paper out of their truck. And of course, the regular rage came on and people were pissed and, I can't believe that. And it does bug me because, like I said, I actually just want to like I said, just like a one of those thingies of like those antibacterial wipes, just so I could, wipe down my counters and stuff like that. And also some all-purpose cleaner so I can clean my bathroom. Couldn't find it. Nowhere. Oh, man. I don't know who to believe anymore, especially nowadays, because I don't know how it's going on in y'all's countries. I know y'all were saying that Peloton was getting locked down, and that there was something going on in the Netherlands. I don't know if you guys are locked down yet or not. But here, we're running into that situation where we don't know. Well, it wasn't a truck per se; it was an SUV. But anyway, it was an SUV. But as I was saying here, the bad part about social media is that it gets to the point where you don't even know who to believe anymore. And not only that, some of our more trusted media sources, I don't want to say 100% trusted because, you can't trust anybody 100%. But you hope that they get it 99% of the time. And if they do screw up, you hope that they come out and do a retraction or correction, that kind of thing. But anyways, big news sources like ABC, NBC, ones that are kind of in the middle that don't lean left or right politically. I'm not talking about Fox News who leans right or CNN and MSNBC who lean left. I mean, I'm talking about like the straight arrows, the middle of the road folks. Even they don't know what's going on. They report, but then I'll hear something on NBC and then I'll turn to CBS and hear something completely different. It's I don't know what to believe anymore. There's just so many. I mean, it is dominating the news so much. Like, there's something that we have here in the States called the NBC Nightly News. I should be asleep and so shouldn't you. Heck no, man, I can't sleep. There's something called the NBC Nightly News, and the entire broadcast for the past like 2 weeks has been nothing but human malware coverage. That's the whole thing. It's like they don't even talk about anything else. And there are other things going on in this country. Lots of other. I mean, country this big, this many people, there's other stuff going on. But it just dominates the news cycle now. And it's to the point where I'm actually sick of it. Yeah, I mean, and I understand we have to be vigilant and, you have to try your best and just kind of deal with it. But we're in that situation now where there are a lot of us that are following the rules. We're staying in as much as we can. We're not going in and buying out all the supplies. We're just getting what we need, that sort of stuff. And then there are people who just don't care. They're just like the spring breakers in Florida. I don't know if you have gotten any of our news over there, but all the spring breakers in Florida, they were interviewing people, and I know they only put on air the ones who have the most shocking things to say. I get that. That's how you get views and clicks. But so many of them were like, yeah, I don't care if I get it. I don't care if I get sick. There was even a girl, no joke. There was a girl who says, hey, I'm immunocompromised, and look at me, I'm out here, I don't care, I'm going to drink and have fun. And there are two guys flanking her, and both guys turn and look at her, and they're like, what? Like they didn't, like either she's making it up, or if she's not making it up, then neither of them knew that she was an immunocompromised person, and they're like, maybe you shouldn't be here then. But yeah, she came right out. Yeah, I'm immunocompromised, and she's there. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's pretty nuts. There was also a pride parade. I think it was in Florida also, where there were hundreds of people out there participating. And they hate, of course, at this point, the news had already been out like, hey, don't go to big gatherings, that sort of stuff. Anyways, there was tons of people out there. There was hundreds of people. Sure enough, the very next day, at least 6 people who were there tested positive. So who knows how many more of them also have it. It's just, it's a little nutty, man. Let's see. Let me catch up on your comments. They only show you what they want you to see. And those two parties are both right-wing, so everyone won't allow the idea of a lockdown right now. Lockdown is better unless you want to become like Italy. Yeah, Italy is having a hard time, dude. They had something like 650 deaths in one day. And every day after, it's more. It's like at one point it was like at 300, then it was at 350, then it was like at 410, then 500 and 600. It's just going to keep getting higher and higher. That's nuts. It's going to be... I'm waiting for the day, and I'm not waiting with bated breath or anticipation, I'm kind of dreading the day that they report that like 5,000 people just die in one day. That's... and Italy is not a huge country. I don't know what their population is, but I figure if 5,000 people in Italy die in one day, I can't even fathom how they would handle that. I really don't. Because we're estimating now, based on how our numbers are rising here in the United States. Again, in the United States, Officially, we have like 310 people, but we know there's like several more million people here. So it's like 330 million. But our estimates when this whole thing is over is we could have upwards of 300, 400,000 people dead in like a year. It's nuts. It's crazy. Bleskabir's like, I came here, Yugioh. I know. But I just wanted to get that stuff off my chest and out of the way. Alright, y'all want to see some spirals? Huh? I'm not very good with this deck. I just finished it. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to change some stuff out. Here, I'll give you all a quick look at it. 2 Charming Resort Staff, 3 Misties, 1 Drone, because you're only allowed 1. 3 Last Resorts, 2 Master Plans, 1 Quick Fix, because he's limited to 1. Spiral Sleeper, he's good and he's bad. You don't want to start with him. But if you get him like at turn 12 or 14, then he's much better. Got the 3 super agents, which is good. And then got the 3 spiral toughs, which are good. And these are 19 attackers, so they're pretty good beatdown monsters just by themselves. We came here to rest in peace. I'm sure you did. Oh, check out. I'm running Instant Fusion, which interestingly enough, I've not really had to use. I've used it a couple times, but I think 3 is overkill, so I'm probably going to change one out. Of course, got the Monster Reborn, 2 Mysticals. I'm only using 2 Backfilled because Tough and Super Agent, along with Misty, they do a lot of destruction. They do a lot of backfield destruction, so that's good. Spiral Gear, that's basically like a Monster Reborn for Spiral monsters. Spiral Gear, that's like plus 1,000 for Spiral monsters. I don't even remember what this one does. Let me see. Destroy this card during your 3rd activation. Once per turn, Spiral. Monster you control battles a monster. Destroy effect. Draw 1 card. Okay. Yeah, some of these I don't really use. Like this one I've not even used yet. Your opponent cannot target other Spiral cards you control with card effects. Once per turn, you can add 1 Spiral monster from your deck. Once per turn, during your end phase, shuffle 1 monster from your graveyard into the deck or destroy this card. Evenly matched. I've not really had to use these either. I am using 2 Canadias, which do come in handy. I'm using a Pinpoint Guard just in case. This Utility Wire is okay. These other 2, I'm not crazy about. I'm really not crazy about these. So I'm probably going to change those out. Probably going to change these 2 out. And probably going to take out at least 1 Instant Fusion. I just don't know what to replace them with. So I got to think about that. But since I have the Instant Fusions, I've got the Mud Dragon of the Swamp. He's a 4-star. 2 Rare Fish, both 4 stars. And then 1 Thousand Eyes. And then with XYZ, we've got Castel, 3 Dark Rebellions, Evil Swarm, Excitation Knight. Can only use 1 of him, so I've only got the 1 in there. Ghost Trick, Utopia 39, Tornado Dragon for his destruction, and 3 Spiral Double Helix, which he is actually really easy to get out, and he has really good effect. So that's pretty nice. He basically can bring a monster when you bring him to the field. You can activate his effect, and you can either bring a monster to your hand, or you can bring a monster to your side of the field in one of the monster locations where he points to. So basically, the location right behind him, right behind where he would be. I don't know about Mirror Force. I kind of want to, because I was looking over some of the more modern decks, and I've noticed that nobody really, I'm talking like top 16 decks at like regionals and stuff like that, and nobody uses Mirror Force. I think because the game moves so quickly now that it's pretty rare that you can actually get a successful Mirror Force. They want trap cards that are a little faster, like Canadias. Like if they try to destroy it, you can still activate it and still get some use out of it, stuff like that. Or even evenly matched where you could activate it from your hand. So that's why this is still useful. I've not really had to use it, but it's useful. I'm thinking Call of the Haunted, because like this guy, when he's special summoned, he gets an effect. I think this guy gets an effect too. There's one other card that gets an effect when you special summon him. But yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to trade probably this one and this one for some calls. I kind of want to add one more monster. I just don't know what. And if I add a tuner, then I'll have to change what I have in my extra deck. And since I'm running a lot of 4-star monsters, I imagine that anything I synchro summon is probably going to be an 8-star. So it would be like a Stardust Dragon, Red Arcfiend Dragon, you know, all the handy 8-star synchros. So what do you think? Take these two out for... Well, here, I'll meet you halfway. I'll do one call. In fact, let me... Actually, there we go. We'll do one call. No, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Okay, we'll do one call and one Mirror Force. So we'll see how that works. I don't want to do three... I don't really want to do 3 Canadias. But it's not off the table. Let's see. Call. Oops, I already passed up call. Where are you, call? There you are. One call of the Haunted, and then we're going to do a Mirror Force. And as far as a tuner, is there a 4-star tuner that I'm not thinking of? Because if I put one in, I'm just going to do 4-star tuner. I want to, because I've got so many 4-stars in there as it is, I want to just keep that going. Oh, I think I... Nope, not quite. Where are you, Mirror Frost? There you are. Actually, wait. Was it this one? No, that's fine. We'll try that. Oops. Let me take one instant fusion out. And I'm going to look at tuners now. Let's see, genre, link. Oh wait, tuners... I do have a way to look for them, don't I? Link monster. Radiant Link arrow. I thought I had a way to look for tuners. I don't remember. Oh, was it type maybe? Let me see. I don't think that's it. It's not type. Icon. Attribute. Mutation. Genre. There it is. I knew there was a way to do it. I just couldn't remember. Okay, so let's try for a 4-star tuner with a decent effect. A lot of tuners. I didn't realize how many tuners this game had. I could do Delta Flyer simply because of his ability. That's a pretty decent one. And let me think. What's this guy do? Well, here, I'll actually nail it down a bit more here. We'll do equal to level 4. It's a Blackwing stuff. Mass Chameleon, what's this guy? Cannot be normal summoned. Oh, okay. If you control a level 5 or higher monster, when this card is normal summoned, you can target one monster with 0 defense in your graveyard. Okay, that's not going to work. Ragnarok, Miss Valley Soldier. Oops. Scrap Chimera. Powered Tuner. Oh, he powers himself up. That's neat. Oh, but that's not a tuner. Okay. Radiant Handle Lightsworn. Road Synchron. Must be a Road Warrior. Okay, never mind. I think I might just do Delta Flyer simply because he's just easier. The only thing that sucks is that I can't use him for a an easy XYZ summon though. That's kind of why I wanted to do 4 stars. Oh, what's this one do? Cannot be special summoned if this card is normal summoned and you control no other cards, draw one card and show it. Then if it's not a monster, send to the graveyard, also destroy this one. Okay, never mind. Wind Witch Glass Bell. This card is normal summoned, you can add one Wind Witch monster. No, she's very specific. Let's see. Cannot be special summoned. The thing is funky looking. Once per turn. Oh, that's Blackwing monsters. This card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material. Until the end of this turn, the synchro monster that used this card as synchro material gains a counter attack, but its effects are negated. What's next? Target one. Card you can target one face-up card you control. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Screw that. Cyborg Doctor. Once per turn, you contribute one monster. You control the special summoned monster from your graveyard with the same attribute and level as the attributed monster. Okay, well that... Why is he even in there? He's not even a tuner. That's weird. Debris Dragon. Phallus. Come on, just one. Oh, Gorilla Kite. There we go. That'll work. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent. You can only use effective Gorilla Kite once per turn. Hey, that's actually not terrible. So I guess if it's sent from the field to the graveyard for a synchro summon... Let's try it. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go practice with these. And you will catch me reading these cards, because I don't remember all of their effects. We're going to try somebody easy. Let's try... let's see, who's easy here? Weevil? We'll try Weevil. But yeah, I've been farming that DP, trying to get a ton of it. So when the patch hits, I'll have a ton of DP. So then I can do a show where we're doing nothing but pack openings for like an hour. We're just opening packs. That's not a good hand. That's a pretty bunk hand right there, man. I'm actually kind of in on the Spy Master plan too. I've never used her yet. I've had the chance to use her, I just haven't. Ooh, Spy Gal. Ooh, once per turn you can declare one hard type, control. Okay, well we're already in trouble. Scars normal summoning, draw one card. Turn during place turn you can target one Spiral Super Agent you control one monster. Okay. Oh yes, I forgot. Oh, but that's a Spiral Super Agent. Dang it. This is why it sucks starting with him, because I can't do anything with him right now. And I only run one of him. Alright, let's just bring this guy and let's see if we can guess correctly. If we can guess correctly, then we should be in good shape. We're going to go with monster cards, and we're going to choose that one. Are you serious? Ugh. Well, screw you, man. Okay, that was fast. Yeah, this is a bad hand. This is a very bad hand. I can't use either of those tributes. And I can't use either of the big reds yet. Alright, well the good thing is now he has nothing in the backfield that can do anything to me. Ooh, Charming Resort Staff. I can get rid of that and send those to the graveyard, but I'm fairly certain he's going to get at least one of them back. So, hold on. Oh, that's to draw a card. Well, let's guess with her. I think it's better to guess with her. Alright. We look at the top card of the deck a lot with these cards. So we're going to activate her effect. We're going to choose monster cards. I'm probably wrong. Yep, it's a spell card. Okay. That's alright. We're okay. Because now I can do this. Bring back my Tough. And I should be able to activate his effect. I don't want to activate Misty right now. Okay, let's do his effect first. It was a spell card. And so that means I can target that. So we're correct. So he's destroyed. That's actually really good. I don't want to send it back right now. Let's do our link summon. Oh, I can't do my link? Oh, it has to be agents. Never mind. I think it's because it has to be agents. Okay. Let's just stick with this and destroy this thing. Alright, we're actually doing pretty good now because now I've got him mostly top decking and he just drew a spell. Oh, he's soul charging already. How many is he pulling? 3? 4? Oh my god. That hurts. Let's... I'm gonna set his... Oh, I think I did it too early. Well, maybe not. Let's see. We're gonna send those back. He made tribute to bring that back, or equip it, I think. Yeah. Oh, but now he's XY... Why would he do that? Oh, Castell? Why are you bringing him? So he equipped the Gigamantis only to XYZ those out of there. Okay, so Misty's going back to the deck. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. He's bringing it back to equip that. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Now I gotta find a way to get rid of that thing. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can do here. I've only got one in the grave. Gotta find a way to get rid of this. Let me see, hold on. When this guy's put on a target, one must... Okay, out of the grave. Okay. So we gotta get rid of that dude. Because I'm worried about him. Well, I could do Charming Resort Staff. Could do that. Oh, that's with a spiral. Oh, never mind. Dang it. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to have to guess again. Lots of guessing. It's like coin flips. Except that it's a 3-sided coin. Okay, so... what could it be? It's not a trap. I'm guessing it's... Let's go monster cards. Oh, son of a biscuit. Damn it. Okay, now we're in a pickle. We're in real trouble now. To start with these two cards was so terrible. It's so crap. I think I want to take one of the master plans out. Just so oh my god, now he's look at him pumping with that monster. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt so much. I'm still alive, but yeah, that hurts. Mirror Force. Oh, Misty again. Oh, man. Let's see what I can do here. We can call with... Okay, yeah, we can bring Misty, figure out what the top card is. At best, we draw a card. At worst, we get nothing. Then we can bring him back again and get rid of that. I'd still have to worry about that, though. Man. 2 dead cards in my hand. They are expensive. We're going monsters again. Yes, thank you. Okay, get a draw. Instant fusion. Okay. So I have options now. Okay, let me think. Well, I can still bring him back. Let me bring him back. Because we can do a lot here now. Okay. So let's bring him. And it's going to be a monster card. I could also bring him back. Let's try and get rid of this first. It was a monster card, right? Yeah. He's gonna get that, yeah, and that, and that. Oh my god, so much stuff going on. Back to the hand. Back to the hand. I kind of want to send his Castell back. Because I can activate that, bring this back, instant fusion, do an XYZ, and then I could probably burn Utopia, would probably be the so he's got, okay, so he's got a Giga in his hand. Crap, I'm probably gonna have to do that. That sucks. Decisions, man. I find myself having to do this a lot with this deck. Just sit here and think about it for a while. Because Utopia could survive. Damn it. I'm getting close here. I'm going to be at 200. Do I want to bring that? It doesn't really matter. Okay, I can return this and then return that. Then XYZ. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Okay, here we go. I was thinking too hard about it. I was thinking way too hard about it. I actually came up with an additional solution on top of it. It all just kind of came together at one time. But yeah, I was thinking way too much about it. And then I could do that, bring him out. And yeah, that should do it. These cards do so many different things. It's like each one of these cards has like 3 effects. So you really got to think about it. The Sector X, Exastag, and Centipede. Oh, man. Let's try something a little harder. Let's do some 5Ds. Let's try, Mr. Armstrong will probably eat me alive. Yeah. I bringing out that fusion helped. Here, let's mess with... What does Lester have? Dark World? Yeah, let's face him. Yeah, spirals are good. You just... It takes a lot of getting used to. Because again, like I said, they just have so many effects. And they all do different stuff. Let's see. Who do I want to do first? I'll go second this time. Oh, look, there's my Gorilla-Kite. And I forgot to put in Synchro Monsters. Oh my god. Why didn't y'all stop me? I didn't put in Synchro Monsters. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do here? Let's see. One Spiral Gear card from my deck to my hand. This is so goofy. This is such a weird... Yeah. I could just put him out there. Okay, we'll put that there. Oh, I know what we can do. I got an idea. Yeah, I forgot to put synchro cards. But I think we can bring this guy. I can search a card. Let's just bring him. Let's get a search. Yes. So what do we want to get? The drone? No, not the drone. Let's get the big red. I gotta make sure I did this right. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, it's... Oh, I forgot I can equip. What does this thing do again? When this card is equipped to a monster, or this effect equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Once per turn, if this card is equipped to a monster, you can send one other card. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. So, we'll make him invincible for now. Okay, so he's invincible. And... I think I think that'll do it for now. That's all we can really do. I know a lot of these cards are new for y'all too, but oh my gosh, Dark World Lightning. Dang it. It gets loosened back. The Dark World deck's actually pretty rough. I mean, this thing can cause some real damage. Misty. Okay, Misty, I'm gonna have to depend on you now. Because you're my only option. Alright, I'm gonna go with... I don't think that deck has many traps. Try monsters. Really? Okay. So much for it not having many traps. Gosh. Let me think. Let's go to a monster. The monster can be destroyed by battle. Or if this card would be equipped to a monster by this effect, you can send one other card you control to get rid. Monster can attack directly. Okay. We'll defense him. Because we have to. And we end. So he has a trap now. Yeah, Misty's gonna get clobbered. Poor Misty. The only good thing is that I have that one monster down there that's unkillable. Oh my gosh, master plan. That's all I can do. I'm stuck, man. This is not a great hand at all. It's just... See, the thing is, the big part of this deck is you want to get your super agents out. Like this guy. Once the super agents start coming out, once you start getting their effects off, then it starts getting much easier to do stuff. Okay, so let's see, what can I do with this dude? I can pump him up, but that's if we guess correctly. Well, I mean, I don't even have to guess correctly, but it will help. It will definitely help if I can get it correctly. Monsters. Yes, thank you. And then I get that. And Gates of Dark World. Let's do his backfield. What's that trap? What's that? Dark deal. When your opponent activates a normal spell card, pay 1,000 life points. Okay, gotcha. Okay, good. And now I can do this. Pump that up. And now I could actually bring her. Let me check something here. Do I want to do her? Again, I'm thinking too much. Let's see. Gotta get rid of that big guy. We'll use her effect. Bam, 29. Spiral fully armed. I forgot what that does. If it destroys your opponent's monster, you can banish both that monster and one other card. Oh my god, yes. I forgot about this effect. Okay, we're gonna do this guy. We're not gonna attack with her. We'll leave that alone. Okay, that actually turned out okay. Like I said, I gotta still read these cards because I can't remember what they all do. I gotta draw and I gotta discard. Dang it, he's gonna get his monster. And I kind of want to keep the Paleozoic, so let's dump that thing. Bring him back. That was the good thing. He popped him, but I was able to bring him back and... Oh, there it goes. He's gonna go after my charming resort staff. No! It's actually a pretty interesting match here. Gotta figure out how I want to do this. Canadian's going to play a role here. What do I have in the graveyard? Resort Staff, Kite, Misty. Okay. Let's see. She has a removal effect. You can banish the graveyard, return one Spiral Super Agent from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. So that'll come in handy later. Now I can get his guess. Which one do I want to do though? Because if I bring it, well, if I bring this, I can already get it. All right, let me see. You can look at the top 3 cards. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's bring this. And this will let me look at the cards, so I won't even have to guess. Let's do Darkwood Lightning. I don't want to give him Darkwood Lightning. Let's give him the Gorilla. Okay, so it'll be a monster card. Let's see what it's asking me. Oh, to do that, let me see. This card, turn 1 SPYRAL monster you control against whoever attack. Let's not do that yet. Actually, let's bring this guy first. Kind of want to leave him there. Screw it. So we know it's going to be a monster. So now, let me see. What does the tough do? Target. Destroy a target card. Gotcha. And this guy, when he comes out, he destroys backfield. Okay. So we're going to bring the tough. Yes. Now we're going to use the tough's effect. And it's a monster. We're going to destroy the Dark World guy. Now we're going to special summon the agent. It is a monster card. Oops, don't want to do that. See what I mean? You have to really think about the stuff you do with this deck. It's a lot of stuff. I guess it's kind of like the fur hires. You eventually get used to it. You just kind of know what they're going to do. What was this? Get me to Dark World. Okay. So now we have an interesting set here. I kind of want to get this to the graveyard too. Let me see. I can't do anything else there. Let me see. So 19 to destroy it, then 1919. Let's see. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 card, special summon this card, banish it. Okay, never mind. This card's double summon. Control this card, then target 1 SPYRAL monster you control against whoever attack for each card your opponent controls. You can banish this card. Ugh, God, there's just so much stuff, man. Jesus. I want to get rid of that anyway. So here, we'll let you gain. Okay, so I kind of want to use that again to bring. Oh, actually no, because I could bring another super agent. He won't get his effect though. Maybe I should save it just in case. Let's save it. All right, here we go. These turns take forever, man. I guess I should have brought it, because that would have been game right there. Okay. We're still in really good shape, and I know what he's going to draw. Here, we'll set that down there. He's going to draw that stupid monster. I think we're good. Saw that coming. That's what I was saying. I think Canadia's going to play a role here. There we go. Good job. Nice. Another big red. Ow. It's a bit of a chore playing with this deck. Because like I said, each card, they just have so many freaking effects, man. And you want to use them in a specific way so you can maximize the potential of the deck. At least it was able to beat a Dark World deck, which Dark World decks are pretty darn good. Deck Devastation Virus, Fabled Raven, Dark World Dealings. Oof, that was rough, man. Ugh, it's almost like I need a break. It's like, holy crap, man. Ugh. So yeah, if y'all ever get this game, spirals are neat, but man, you gotta make sure you do everything in a certain order. Can't tell you this. Let's open up some packs. Might as well. Still got a few more days. Let's see. What did I need? I needed some. Was it more Gustos? I'm trying to remember who gave the Gustos. Was it her? Or was it? I don't even remember. But we're gonna buy some packs. Eva Gishki Mind August. Ice Princess. Is that Zeriort? Dragon Flame, Grasso, Nimble Sunfish, Jules Valley, Ibiskel, Mizuchi, Poseidon Wave. Okay, Onion Head. Let's see what you got. Ooh, Insector Dragonfly. Heretic Dragon, Blue Mountain Butter Spy, Felgrand Dragon, Kochi Dragon, Single Purchase, and Zect Conversion. Galaxy Eye. Oh, wow. Galaxy Eye Solar Flare Dragon. 2 light monsters, including a monster with 2,000 or more attack. Oh, wow. This card is link summoned. You can target 1 photon or galaxy monster your graveyard added to your hand during your opponent's main phase. You can discard 1 photon card and 1 galaxy. And 1 galaxy card, or discard 1 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Then target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use. That's a bit specific. Heliosphere Dragon, Mythic Water Dragon, Insector Orb. CXYZ Battleship Cherry Blossom. That does not look like a cherry blossom. Photon Current, Seal, Tachyon Chaos, Still Swarm's Caller, Bouncer Guard, Dre, and another caller. Let me see, who else do I need cards from? Well, I wouldn't really say grinding. The other, I think it was last night? Yeah, last night I got bored and I was also a little sleepy. So I went and laid down in bed, and I've got my my tablet there. And so I put the tablet on, and I'm laying down in bed, and the tablet's on, and it's got like a show going. And then I have the Switch, and I basically, in order to go through and just farm DP by losing, it's the same. You just basically keep doing the same buttons over and over again. And so I did that for like 45 minutes. I wasn't even thinking, I was just doing it as I was watching the show. And before I knew it, I looked and I was like, oh, I've got 70,000. It takes time. But, yeah. Because I figure for that pack, to get almost every single card it offers would probably be at least 100,000. So I've got to farm at least that much. Berserkion, the Electromagnum Warrior, Judgment of the Pharaoh. I think I have that card. Pay out for life points, select and activate an appropriate effect which can be applied. If Yugioh Friendship is in your graveyard until the end of this turn, your opponent cannot normal summon, set, flip summon, or special summon a monster or activate an effect, a monster's effect, and their monster's effects are negated. If Unity is in your graveyard until the end of the turn, negate the effects of all spell and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field, and your opponent cannot activate or set spell or trap cards. Ow. Spiral Spear, Gamma, Maiden, Silent Swordsman level 3, Delta, and Archfiend of Gilfer. Oh yeah, that card, I forgot. That card got eroded. It used to be Beast of Gilfer. But they wanted to make him an Archfiend. Let's see. More Joey. Save some for... Dude, I'm going to have plenty of DP. Don't worry. Like I said, I'll have at least 100,000. Toll, Mask of Weakness, Grave Robber, School Dice. I am still a little weirded out that... Because if that screenshot was legit, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Because, like I said, Blue Angel plays Trickstars, and all of her Trickstar cards came from Playmaker's pack. So why would you put all of her cards in Playmaker and then use her as the next pack? That doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, I think the next obvious one would have been probably Emma. Because even if we go to like the campaign, these are the ones we have. We play Hanoi, the Gore, and Blue Angel. Those are the three people you face. And the next person within the story, as far as how the series goes, if I'm not mistaken, after he faces Blue Angel, I'm pretty sure he faces Emma. I'm gonna do it. Believe me, when the patch hits, I'm definitely gonna stream it because I want to play the new opponents. I want to open up the new pack and get some of those new cards. Some of the new cards are supposed to be pretty good. But yeah, like I was saying, the next obvious person to come with a pack would be Emma. So I don't know. Maybe they couldn't think of enough to make her the next pack. It just didn't make any sense, though. But hey, if they do, they do. Oh, have you seen the real version of Blue Angel? Because remember, the way it works, if you've not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, they duel in a virtual reality world where they can literally inject their mind into it, and so they become, like, Playmaker becomes this character that you see there on screen. But in real life, he's just like an average college student. Same thing with Blue Angel. She goes in to Vrains and she becomes Blue Angel. But in reality, she's just this high school chick with brown hair. She's very plain. She's unassuming. Yeah, like if you compare Blue Angel to who she really is in real life, they're just completely different people. But it kind of makes sense because that's kind of the whole idea of the virtual reality world, is that you could be whoever you want to be. And so that's how it is. The one interesting thing, though, is that Emma, who is Ghost Girl, she looks almost exactly the same in real life as she does in Vrains. Whenever I say Vrains, it's like Vrains is a virtual reality world. That's what it is. But it's kind of weird. Same thing with Gore. The Gore guy. Let me see. Let me go to Duelist Challenges. Yeah, this guy. He looks pretty much the same in real life as he does in Vrains. And this guy's supposed to be like a hacker. Like there's this group called Hanoi. They're supposed to be like this sort of hacker kind of group thing, and they're trying to bring down Vrains or something. It's kind of weird. And he's just a knight. He's not even like a big boss. He's just like a regular dude, like a henchman or a foot soldier. I actually thought Vrains was okay. If you haven't seen it, it's decent. It's worth a watch. All right, let's go. Let's do something easier. So I, I don't want to say I'm getting tired of the Spiral deck, but it definitely it's a task to play, man. It can be fun, but like I said, you got to think a lot with that deck. It is definitely a more advanced deck because like Fur Hires, I mean they have a lot of effects too, but they just seem so much easier to play because the combinations that you can do with them, you can mix and match a lot of combinations with Fur Hires, whereas with Spirals, you generally want to do them in a very specific order almost every single time to maximize what you do with the deck. So yeah, that's definitely it's definitely an advanced deck. Fur Hire is more for like intermediate, and that's for advanced. And this one's for intermediate too. Gusto. I don't know. Oops, what am I doing? All right, let's go do another duel. I'm gonna try some more Gusto. In fact, let me see who gives Gusto cards. Oh, I don't want to face another Gusto guy. I think it was this guy, Miser. No. Quentin? No. Oh, let's... Oh, he's... I don't want to face him right now. Dark Curry. Frog Metamorphosis. Let's do... Man. Let's go GX. Screw it. Here, I'll face Aster. He's got heroes. So we'll see how this goes. Sorry if you hear all the little clickies and stuff. I got this new Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and it's actually kind of nice. Let's see. Playing Gustos. We'll go first. I will say this though, man. This thing was expensive. $70 controller. The only good thing is that a lot of Nintendo stuff, like their consoles, they tend to hold their value for a while. Like even nowadays, I can't find like a Nintendo Wii, which I think is actually a really, really good system. I can't find one, just the Wii by itself. I can't find one for like less than $100. And remember, when that thing came out, it was only $200. Do I want to summon her? Or do I want to just throw Calm out there? Let's just throw Calm out there. No, I did not buy it from GameStop. I actually got it at Target. Yeah, I know GameStop has used ones, but not terribly happy with GameStop right now. Just the stuff they're doing right now is real. Yeah, it's not good. Not good stuff. Let's see. We should be able to bring Freeze already. Or not. Right. Yeah, that's another thing. GameStop's doing some... I think I shared the story. Or I shared the interview. Not the interview. The conference call. I don't know if y'all watched it. It's a long video. It's like a 40-minute video of a guy who... he knows... He's got some connections inside GameStop. And one of his connections got him in on a conference call with all the GameStop leadership. And they were talking about how they're supposed to be handling the situation that's going on right now, and how they're trying to say that they are an essential service and they have to stay open. And it's weird. And they really showed no concern for their employees at all. It's actually kind of sickening that they... And there are a couple of people, because it's basically, you've got like your CEO, your COO, like all the big wigs. And then you've got like these regional and store managers that are on the call. And of course they gave them an opportunity to ask questions. And there were several store managers that were asking questions like, what's the deal? Are we going to we're gonna shut our stores down or what? I mean, we need to, especially the ones like in New York and California where the orders are going through, like you have to close up. And they were like, no, we're gonna stay open. And the managers were like, well, what about the police? What if they come by? And he's like, if the police come by and they order you to shut down, just direct them to this thing and show them this piece of paper. Apparently they typed up this document that's supposed to sound, it's got some legalese in it and stuff. And they said, yeah, just show this to the police and they should leave you alone. It basically says we are considered a service that can't close. And so we're going to stay open. And that was it. That was the whole thing. They basically told their managers to tell the police to F off. And yeah. When government officials come over and they tell you to close your store, you close your store. And another thing that made it even worse is that they had been requesting things like cleaning supplies, like even basic cleaning supplies, like all-purpose cleaner, like the stuff that I was looking for, like all-purpose cleaner and those antibacterial wipes and stuff like that. They had been asking for that stuff, and they hadn't got it. And so there were several store managers like, hey, when are we going to get this stuff? We really, really need this stuff because, GameStop, it's got a lot of foot traffic. A lot of people go in and out of that place. And a lot of the stuff that they get, like the trade-ins, like those controllers, they're kind of nasty. And yeah, it's just, they were like, yeah, no, just stay open. You're fine. And another thing was, somebody asked, do we still keep taking the trade-ins? Because, and one of them was very straightforward. She was like, yeah, because there are some people that come in here and let's face it, they're a little disgusting. But if they bring in a controller or a console that they want to trade in, as long as it's in working order, then they generally take it. And she's like, should we start turning those away? Because a lot of that material is, could be contaminated. And the guy's like, nah, just keep taking it. Keep taking the trade-ins. and the managers on the call were just in shock. They just couldn't believe what was being said. And neither could I. They even told them, they said, yeah, if your employees tell you that they're scared, tell them, hey, if you don't want to work, you can go home, but we're not going to pay you. And we may fire you. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like, if you ever seen a movie where the bad guys are just so campy and stupid that it's ridiculous? It's like really over the top. This is kind of how that sounded. I mean, they used the corporate talk where they use all these fancy little buzzwords and stuff to make it sound more important than it really is. But when you sweep all that aside and you just, like me, I was in the corporate world for a long time, so I know exactly what they're saying. But when you sweep all that those spicy words and stuff aside, it's basically they were just telling you, too bad, you're going to go to work or you're going to get fired. They said the only way that somebody could not be fired was if they got a very specific note from their doctor that said that they couldn't work. And of course, it's almost impossible to get in to see a doctor right now. Unless you've already had an appointment. And even then, some doctors have canceled those appointments because of everything that's going on. And so it's virtually impossible to get a note. In fact, there was another video by Yugioh, which I know Mr. Nederland, he watches him sometimes. And they were going over all that information about what was going on with GameStop. And a manager, like the bigwig of one of the stores, he put in his resignation. He wrote a scathing letter, and Yang read it out. Several other people, even just like supervisors and frontline employees, they've quit because they're like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to risk my life or the life of my employees just because you want to make a few more bucks. Because we all know why. I mean, if you really pay attention to certain things, I can tell you exactly why, and I think most people have figured out why they were like, no, you're going to stay open. Because they just released a new game called Animal Crossing. And it was a very anticipated game. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that like a remake? It's like a remake or something. But yeah, it was this like hugely anticipated game. And of course, GameStop being GameStop, they don't want to lose out on those sales, because you can just as well go and purchase it digitally. But, you know, they want people to go into GameStop and spend money there. It's a real odd situation. Twin Saber over on Mixer asks, is Duel Links is different now or still the same game? Duel Links is updated quite a bit. This is not Duel Links, though. I apologize if it says Duel Links over on the Mixer stream. It shouldn't. I thought I changed that, but sometimes Mixer's a little weird because I use Restream, and it doesn't always get the updates from Restream. But yeah, that whole stuff that's going on with GameStop now, man, it's just... Because we already knew they were in trouble. If you've been following the news, GameStop has been in trouble for like over a year now. They were hemorrhaging money, and they started closing stores, and you know they're barely holding on at this point. And I think that's the reason why they were like, no, stay open, because they started to realize that business was picking up, because a lot more people were staying home. People were working from home. They weren't able to go to work. Students weren't able to go to school, stuff like that. And so they're like, well, we're going to stay open because we're making really good sales. And they knew with Animal Crossing, you know, that's a big game. And of course they want to sell them the special editions and you know, get all that money. Oh man, this is not good. Oh wait, I got other options. Yeah, Animal Crossing and Doom just came out. They didn't specifically mention Doom Eternal on the call, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned Animal Crossing several times. But just simply because Animal Crossing, because it was so hotly anticipated, and plus it has a much larger audience. Because I mean, Animal Crossing, I've heard of people that were, you know, like way older than I was, and they play Animal Crossing, and you know, people my age play it, and then kids play it, so it's a huge game. Whereas Doom Eternal, it's got kind of a little bit more of a very focused market, I should say. I mean, I would probably play it, but I don't think I'd go out and buy it. Oh, they're worse than a student in college. They're in big trouble. That's why they don't want the stores to close. Because if they close, then that's all that money they're missing out on, all that income. And plus they know that they don't have any money, you know, they don't have a war chest. They don't have any money socked away because they were hemorrhaging money for so long. How does this link summon work? You're on PS4 and haven't gotten it yet? That's from Dark Ruler over on Twitch. I can show you in a bit. It's fairly straightforward. Usually you just need a certain number of monsters. Sometimes they're a little more specific. Like sometimes they have to be certain types of monsters and stuff like that. It's how can I put it? Think of it sort of like fusions, but you don't need polymerization, and you generally don't need very specific cards. Like, oh crap, what's he doing to me? Oh, he's putting counters on me. Oh crap, that's not good. But here, I'll show you real quick. I'm pretty sure I've got a Link monster in here. Oh, that's right. This deck actually doesn't have any links. Yeah, this one only does Synchros and XYZ. But yeah, it's fairly straightforward. And some of the Link monsters are actually insanely good. Alright, what are we doing here? So we've got this thing. I've got this thing. Still got my Cyclone. What do I have in the graveyard? Okay. Let's see. Let's bring Thunbolt. Easy enough. You know, I'm talking to you guys and stuff, but for some reason I'm actually doing really well in this match. I don't know if she's... I don't think she's bricking. It just... Oh, Dre went over to Twitch. Get out of there, dude. He's like, look, guys, I'm on Twitch. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do here? 27. Let's try and go for the win. Well, let's see. I may only need these two, and then I can choose to set something later. Okay, we'll go for the win. Let's see. She's doing Icebreaker monsters, right? Spellbreaker, Ice Barrier. Okay. If this thing doesn't have 2,000 defense, we're good. Nice. Yeah, Brad. Bam. Yeah, that Gusto deck did really well there, huh? Gachi Gun Tetsu. Here, I'll break out a deck that uses Link monsters, and you can check them out. In fact, let me see, which one's the easiest one to do links on? I think it's probably SPYRAL, actually. SPYRAL's really easy to get them out. Fur Hire is actually not hard to get them out either. Let me do a Fur Hire. Let's see, who do I want to go against? Want to go against Chaz? Last level of the... Oh, yeah, he's got the Armed Dragons. So we'll do him. We'll use Fur Hire, and we'll see if I can get my my Falgo Link monster out. Because unfortunately, Fur Hire only has one Link monster in the archetype, but he's really, really good. Let's see, and we'll go second here. Oh, and if you're on PS4, I believe you guys should be getting the update on March 24th also. That gives you access to Link monsters. Oh, he's already doing level up. Oh, he's doing Silent Magician. Ouchie. And an Axe of Despair. Look at this dude. There is one good thing here. I should read this to be sure. Unaffected by opponent's spells. Okay, so Donpa, go out there and be a hero for me. Let's bring Raphael so we can get a search. Well, not a search, but an extra card. Activate Donpa. And bye-bye Magician. And we'll activate Raphael. Let's see, what's he going to give me? Give me another monster. Nope, he gave me a trap. That Bottomless is a good trap, though. If he's going to give me a trap, that's a good one. Bam, bam. Okay, I only need to get one more monster out to get the Link out. And then I can kind of go through the whole process. It's really easy. Once you do it a few times, it's no big deal. You just got to read what the requirements are. Actually, let's set that too. And I'll put training. Lots of face downs. There's backfield. Only one backfield, end your turn. There we go. These are Cosmic. Oh, Royal Decree. That's an interesting deck he's got. He's going for spell trap negation. Dark Holio. Damn, I was hoping for a different monster. Okay, well, I can't use a Donpa's effect here. We're still going to special summon so I can get the Link monster out. And you may think for a minute, oh wait, that's expensive, but just check out what he does. Okay, So I'm going to bring Dinah. We're going to activate his effect. We're not going to activate Donpa because he only does face-ups. And now we're going to dump a bunch of cards out of his graveyard. Let's do that, that, and that. Now let's head over to our extra deck. Here's our Link monster. See, it just has all the information right there. It says 3 monsters with different types. So, yeah. And since I have 3 monsters with different types out there, I can basically send them all away to the graveyard and bring this guy out. But he's got some awesome effects, so I don't mind sending 3 monsters usually. Unless I'm in trouble where I have to have a lot of monsters on the field, then I'll bring this guy. And right now we're good, so I'm just going to bring him. Boom, boom, boom. And this is where the Link arrows do sort of come into play sometimes, because certain Link monsters, based on their effects, you'll see how the arrows are... Here, let me go through his progression here real quick. He's going to grab me a monster that I can bring right to the field. Let's get... We're going to grab Wiz, because I can't really do anything with Beat right now. And I'd like to draw Beat. So let's bring Wiz out there for a negation. And then she's going to give me 500. Okay, now the one thing about when you summon now, you can choose where to put your monster. Even when you do like a monster from the extra deck, I could put it there or I could put it there. Just out of habit, I always stick it here, but I could put it over there if I wanted to. Now, the thing with the Link arrows is they've kind of simplified it. When they first brought it out, it was actually really confusing, but they simplified it. With some of their effects, they may actually say a monster in a zone that this Link monster points to can get plus 500 attack, or is unaffected by spell cards. You know, some odd effect like that. And that's where the positioning of your cards comes into effect. Sometimes it has a negative effect on your opponent's cards. Like, for instance, if it had something like a monster in a card zone that this Link monster points to, controlled by your opponent, loses 1,000 attack. And so in this case, if a monster was right there, it would lose 1,000 attack. See what I mean? So... But the thing is, a lot of Link monsters actually don't have effects that really call for positioning. Some of them do, so you just got to look out for them. But that's how the Links work, basically. So in this case, it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't have anything like that for me to do. Yeah. But his effect is, it lets me draw cards. So let's move along here. And I'm only going to get 1 card here. That's if I destroy this, which I should. Oh, it's a level 3. But I'm going to get to draw a card there. And usually if I have more for hires on the field, he draws more cards. That's where his effect becomes broken. Because like if I had him, Wiz, and like a Dinah out here, I would have drawn 3 cards. It gets stupid after a while. Okay, we'll end our turn because that's all we've got. In fact, the Spiral deck, which is actually, I was telling everybody earlier, it's much more difficult to play with. It's a much more advanced deck, but the Link monster that I use in that one actually does have an effect where it affects a monster that it points to. I think it has a link right here that points down, and whenever you special summon a monster using its effect, it has to go into this slot. If that slot is unavailable, then you can't use the effect. So... kind of interesting. And I'm still... Dang it. Do I want to burn my... He's got 47. Might as well burn it. I'm not drawing monsters. Let's bring Rothval, so I can get a choice here. The only bad thing is he's going to come in defense. Okay, Rothval, come on, man. You got to give me something. Get me a seal. A seal would be really good. It's a Donpa. Nice, a seal. Exactly what I needed. I can't use this effect yet. In fact, I may not have to, but we'll still throw him out there. And we're gonna switch. Let me see. Would I win? 20? No, I wouldn't have enough to win either way. So we're gonna be safe, and we're gonna hit with the 24. And here's the great thing. Here's Falgo's amazing ability. Yes. Check this out. It's going to fill my hand up. Oh, that's beautiful. There's the beat. Yeah, that Falgo effect is just ridiculous. And now we can do more stuff here. God, look at poor Chaz. He's getting destroyed here. I'm actually going to use Sill's effect right now. Yeah, I want to grab from my graveyard. I can get the Dyna out. Man, that is amazing. The Fur Hire deck, when it works, it really works. It's working really well right now. Poor Chaz doesn't have a chance. Watch him Regeki me, I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, this match is over. Look here, I'll bring Dyna for the heck of it. I'll get Beats effect going. And then I'll remove the rest of his graveyard. Oh my god, look at all those effects going off. It doesn't matter who I get. I've got too many cards in my hand now. Okay, now let's finish this. This poor Chaz. He's like, just kill me already, man. Come on. Poor dude. Poor Chaz. Oh my god, that was a major league trouncing right there. Oh, level 8. Horse, the Black Fang Dragon, level 8. Level 4. And wow! He gave me one of each of them. That's actually good. That's awesome. That's his way of telling me I need to build a horse deck. Because I think I already have one level 8. And you really only need 2 level 8s. But you need 3 level 4s. Well, you don't need 3 level 4s, but it helps. And then at least 2 level 6s. So who knows? Maybe I'll do a horse deck next. In fact, let me think. Yeah, I could do a horse deck. And then... Could do a horse deck and then try and run something like 3 Royal Decrees. That'd be ridiculous. Sorry, Chaz. He would have rage quit. He's like, leave me alone. Stop it. We can open some more packs. Wow, I've already been streaming for 95 minutes. You know, I gotta say, I mentioned earlier to y'all about the software that I'm trying out. It's called Morellis Action. And it's simpler than OBS, but I'm having no issues. Like with OBS, I usually see like my my upstream kind of, move around a little bit. Here, it is steady. It's rock steady. That's pretty awesome. Not trying to sell it. They're not a sponsor. But, yeah, it's surprisingly good. All right, who are we going to open up? Could try to get some more Link monsters from Playmaker. We got plenty of DP, so... Penistag. Sorry, Yugioh, Skull Dread. What does this guy do? 2 effect monsters if you link. If your linked monster Attacks a defense position monster. Oh, this is one of the cards where it counts as a link. See, he's got that down arrow there. So if a monster, like when Pentastag is in the extra monster zone, the monster that is just below him where the red arrow points to, he would get this effect. So it says here, if your linked monster attacks a defense position monster with piercing battle damage. So in that case, he does get a benefit. But it has to be in that particular slot. Oh, wow, this one's confusing. I don't think I even want to get into that one. He needs 4 links. Evandrid, Revenants, Hackworm, Trickstar, Light Arena, Cybersal Cyclone. Target 1 link monster your opponent controls. Banish 1 monster from your graveyard. That's the same link rating as that monster, and if you do destroy that, then, if the original type of that monster you banished was Cybers, you can destroy 1 face-up card in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. Kind of specific. Moral Guard Dragon. Link 4. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, you can send 1 card from your spell trap zone to the graveyard, special summon from either graveyard to your field 1 monster that was destroyed and sent there this turn, but negate its effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 monster on the field, change it to face down defense position. Your opponent cannot activate cards or, oh my god. I see what it does now. That's not bad. It's expensive as hell, but that's actually not terrible. You bring him out, you claim one of the monsters that was destroyed, hoping it's a fairly good monster. Yeah, you can claim it to your side of the field, but you would think, oh, but its effects are negated. Well, after you grab it, use the quick effect to set it down. And then next time around, you can flip it up, and now, just like that, its effects are active. So it's interesting. It's expensive, and it takes a little while. But if you pull it off, it could be pretty amazing. Sign it. Regression. World Shield. Battle Lord. Babel. Cyrus Gadget. Link Infra Flyer. Datacorn. I just realized that's a little. It's a thumb drive. Look at the little USB thing it has on the bottom. This card is special summon. You can special summon 1 Data Acorn token. You can only use this effective Datacorn once per turn. Well, that's kind of neat, though. That's handy as hell, actually. That is really handy. Because if you're running a Cyburst deck, yeah, you summon him, then you immediately get a token. That's 2 links. That's 2 monsters. So yeah, you could immediately link summon something. It won't be the greatest monster, but it'll be something. So that's not too bad. Trickstar Candina. Tindangle Acute Cerberus. 3 I've never even heard of Tindangle monsters. What in the hell is that? 3 Tindangle monsters. Gains 3,000 attack if you have 3 or more Tindangle monsters with different names in your graveyard, including Tindangle Base Gardena. Gains 500 attack for each Tindangle monster it points to. Another one where the pointing helps. The end of the battle phase of this card declared an attack. You can special summon 1 Tindangle token. Oh, wow. So it pumps itself up, too. So you could basically stick the tokens in the monster slots that it points to, so it can boost itself up. That's actually not that expensive considering what it does. It's good for late game, though. Ladybug. Pulse Mines. Everybody hates this card. Use it with Fur Hires. World Legacy Survivor. Trickstar Nightshade. Vendread Core. Squib Draw. Cha-Cha Slide Monsters. Well, see, that's the thing. In the TCG as it is now, well, the way we used to do it is, at least this is how we kind of saw it. Back in the day, there wasn't a hard and fast rule that said when you summon a monster, you have to put it in a specific spot. So essentially, if you wanted to, you could summon all the way to, all the way to the monster slot over on the right side of your field or all the way on the left. It didn't matter. But just as kind of like a common thing that we all did, we usually started from the middle and worked our way outside. Kind of how the game does it as default. But now, it's even more important now because of link monsters. You can put the monster anywhere you want on the field as long as that space is open, or anywhere on your side of the field where that monster zone is open, because you have to think ahead now. Because you're like, okay, I want to put a monster here because I'm also going to link summon this other monster, and I want my link monster to point to this monster so it gets a benefit, and it can get a bit confusing, man. But yeah, that's why I was thinking so much with those spirals. Because I wanted to get the link monster effect too. Akashic Magician. Let's see, 2 monsters with the same type except tokens. You can only link summon Akashic Magicians once per turn. This card's link summon return all monsters this card points to. You can declare 1 card name, activate top cards, top of your deck, equal to the total link rating of the link monster co-linked to this card. Not crazy about that. Lead the World Chalice Fairy, Boral Regeneration, chosen by the whatchamacallit, Digitron, Trickstar, Black Cat Bat. Okay. Cluster Congester, Limit Code. We'll do a few more packs, then I think I'm going to try to get some sleep. Altergeist, Molasique, Dotscaper, Link Slayer, Will of the Solomon Great. Those Solomon Great cards, I've heard good things about those. Ow, I hit my mic. I've heard good things about those cards. In fact, I think with the next patch, we're supposed to get more. So I'll keep an eye out on those cards. Let's see, what else? Crusadia, Spatha, Secret, Regression, Vandroid Origin. Solomon Great Heat Leo. 2+ fire effect monsters. This card is link summoned. You can target 1 card in your opponent's spell trap zone, shuffle it into the deck. Nice. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was link summoned using Solomon Great Heat Leo as material. Okay. As material, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and 1 monster in your graveyard. The attack of the first target becomes equal to the other targets until the end of this turn. Okay. So I guess if you're cycling them through over and over. Okay. World Legacy Whispers, Vandroid Revolution, World Lance, Trickstar Light Arena. I tried running Trickstars because they have a pre-built Trickstar deck here, and I tried playing it. Not as strong as I thought they would be. Actually kind of boring too. I did not like it. Did not like it at all. Crusadia Power, Garbage Collector, Hackworm. Quick Launch. Rocket monster from your deck. Oh, it's Rocket. But it cannot attack. Also destroy it during the end phase. Link Bumper. Once per turn at the end of the damage step, if your monster this card points to attacked an opponent's link monster. Oh, that's very specific. You can activate this effect. The monster that attacked gains 1 additional attack on an opponent's link monster during this. Oh. I think I see what this does. Hold on. Gains 1 additional attack on an opponent's link monster during this battle for each link. Oh, I think I see what it does. This is that one card. I'd heard about this card. The way it works is, imagine you have your opponent's monster is like a 3,000 attacker. Big guy, right? And you've got a card that has 1,800 attack. Obviously, you can't get over him. And being able to attack that monster twice, it wouldn't matter because you still can't get over it. But I think the way this works is if it points to that monster, what your monster can do, your 18 attacker can hit it, not be destroyed, and it takes 1800 from that attack, so 18 or 3000 minus 18 would leave it with 12, then you can attack it again, then it would be destroyed, and they would take the difference between the 18 and the 12 that they have left. So it stacks attacks. It's weird. Yeah, I heard about that card. Huh. CNET Recovery, CNET Regression, Goki Tag Partner, Van Dreadhounds, Prank Kids deck. I think we're supposed to get Prank Kids, because I actually don't remember seeing any Prank Kids in here. I don't think we have Prank Kids, but I think in the patch we're supposed to get them. Let me go to deck edit. Yeah, I don't remember seeing Prank Kids. I think I would have remembered them. But yeah, we should be getting the Prank Kids. Yeah, no Prank Kids yet. But we should be getting them hopefully in this next patch. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, because I've heard some interesting stuff about the Prank Kids. In fact, didn't the Prank Kid deck win a regional or one of the championship series? I think it did. I don't know. Okay, maybe it didn't win. Dark Earl asks, so is it just an update for Link Summon? It depends, because here's the thing, Dark Ruler. Like I'm playing on Switch, and we get the update free, so I'm getting it no matter what. The way that I think it operates, like on Steam, is they have like a base game, and then they have a whole bunch of DLCs. So I don't know how it's going to work on PC. I think you said you play on PS4. I think PS4 is supposed to get the update too, I think. I don't know if you have to pay for it or not. I only looked into Switch because that's what I'm using. But yeah, I don't know if you would have to pay for it. I hope it's free for you. That would be awesome. But yeah, I don't know how exactly that's going to work. Let me ask you this then. How did you buy it? When you bought it, was it just like a base game and then it had a whole bunch of DLCs? Because if that's how you originally bought it, then they might expect you to buy another DLC. So yeah, I'm not familiar with PS4 at all. I don't know how any of that stuff works, so I couldn't tell you. But like I said, all I know is that apparently the PC version is going to get a revamp to where the base game is going to include all the DLC. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's for certain. And like I said, on Switch, if you already own the game, then you get the update free. So here's to hoping PS4 gets it, because that'd be nice. And again, I don't know about Xbox. Prank Kids and Duel Links would be broken. Well, think of it, Dre. Think of it like this. They would probably implement it the same way they've done other archetypes. Like in Duel Links, yeah, Fur Hires were really good, but you all didn't have Raphael. There was a couple of other cards you didn't have either. You didn't have, let me see. You all had Mayhem for Hire, right? I think you all had, yeah, the spell card, the Mayhem for Hire, and then you all had the Training for Hire. You had Donpa, you had Recon, you had Beat. Oh, you didn't have Bravo. Bravo's the 19 attacker. Yeah, the Duel Links didn't have Bravo. So what they'll do is any archetype like that is going to be incredibly devastating, like meta changing. I think what they'll do is they'll pick and choose certain cards in the archetype to not put into Duel Links, at least not yet. Yeah, because even the addition of one or two specific cards can really power up a deck, especially like Fur Hires. Because like if Fur Hire got Raphael and Bravo, that deck would come back and it would be insane. Now, of course, without Folgo, I don't know how it works because that's Duel Links. But yeah, I think if they were wanting to bring that archetype back from the dead, well, it's not dead. I mean, it's still usable, but you know what I mean. It's not meta anymore. But I think if they wanted to boost it again, they could just throw in Bravo and Raphael. Those two cards would, I think, give it another shot to be a tier deck. simply because Bravo pumps up monsters by 500 each whenever he gets his special ability off. And Raphael because he gives you extra cards to choose from. And because he's a big beater, 28 attacker. I still want to buy more packs. Come on, Joey, give me something good. Yes, that's why Cyber Dragon took a long time to come. Well, I will say this. I say y'all because I don't play Duel Links anymore. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, it's a game. Like, I think the last time I opened up Duel Links was probably 3 weeks ago. And then before that, it was like another 3 weeks. So I haven't played Duel Links effectively since December. Because that's when I got this game. That's when I got my Switch. And as soon as I got the Switch, Duel Links, the importance of Duel Links to me went from like a 9 to like a 1. It just completely went away. Because this game does it for me. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Duel Links player because I don't really play anymore. I've missed the last, 10 events? I mean, I've kind of jumped in and looked around a little bit, but I was like, I don't really feel like playing this. I'm going to go play Link Evolution. That's why I say y'all. Not to make it seem like it's us or not to make it seem like it's you and us or me and you guys, but I mean, I don't play anymore, so I could still play, but I don't. I mean, I still have a lot of good cards, and if I wanted to, I could probably sell my account, but because at this point, I mean, the way they have it set up, I guess I could actually sell my account. And then if I got bored and wanted to go back, I could just make a new one. And then with all the gems they shower you with when you first get into the game, I could just, go and raid like the last 4 boxes. And just like that, boom, I'm going to have a good deck. So yeah, because some of the older cards, they just don't stand up to the current meta anymore at all. It's kind of like when Jerry Beans Man was actually good. I mean, not to say that it's a bad card. It doesn't have any downside other than it's, a 3-star 17 attacker, but you don't generally see people playing with Jerry Beans Man anymore. Simply because, the card, the power creep has gotten ridiculous. By Slim's account. Yeah, I still have it. I've got the Konami ID on it and everything. It's still there. Has a lot of good cards in it, too. Lots of good cards. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Demise King of Armageddon. Magic Arm Shield. Battle Steer. Tiger Axe. Second coin toss. Eye of Truth. Neko Gal. Number 1. Battleguard King. Come on, man. Give me something new. Lord of the Red. Woodland Sprawl. Oh. I remember when this caused a ruckus. People were trying to use this with Butterfly Dagger Elma, and then we had to break their spirit and tell them it didn't work. Oh, people were so mad. People were so mad. Ritual Weapon, Kaizatai, Pearl Cry, Reflect Bounder, Oldie but Goodie, Skull Dice. I think he still could... Is Reflect Bounder in Duel Links? I don't think it is it? I sincerely don't remember. Because it's basically got like a mini magic cylinder built into it. Yeah, because basically what it does is it reflects the damage. I mean, it'll still be destroyed. Like if a Blue Eyes attacks it, it basically reflects the 3,000 back to your opponent's life points. But it will still be destroyed. So, yeah. But it's still a cylinder. Skull Dice. There's Comrade. Comrade Swordsman of Landstar. There you go. Dre's like, I don't know. I don't know if we have it. Orgoth the Relentless. Gear Golem, that used to be a really good card too. Ancient Tool. Kuchulain. Oops. Red Eyes Arcfiend of Lightning. Psychic Shockwave. Let's find a bunch of Joey cards. I don't even know what he's offering. Oh, Roulette Barrel. Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Oh, this card used to be so good. Oh, that used to go into stall and control decks. Look at that. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die twice. Choose one result and destroy one monster on the field whose level is equal to that result. I mean, you didn't even need a card like Dice Reroll to run with this, because you got 2 rolls to begin with. And it's a 2000 defender, so that it could stick around the field for several turns. Only the Espa has it? Oh, okay. So Blescoar's like, no, only Esperoba has it. Okay. But yeah, that's probably why they haven't given it to you all yet, because imagine Reflect Bounder. I imagine Reflect Bounder would probably go into a lot of decks as just a tech card, simply because it would be a pain in the butt to get rid of. You would have to find a way to destroy it other than, you know, I mean, you could ram like a low attack monster into it and take minimal damage, but you'd have to give a card for that. But I would see some people using Reflect Bounder in Duel Links. Royal Command. Draconic Attack Maha, Rabbit Steer, Garma. Oh, there we go, got them both. Dark Dragon Ritual. Paladin of Dark Dragon. Okay. Alright, one more pack from Joey and then we're going to go to somebody else. Senju of the Thousand Hands. Still handy. Venu, Mass Beast, Alligator Sword Dragon, Impcantation, Talismandra, Chakra, Turtle Oath, and Big Old Dragon. Alright, let's see who else we got. Come on, Judai. Give me something good. Neos, Dunker, Flute, Goka, Wild Edge. Nothing great there. Yubel Terror Incarnate. Drilldark, good card. I should just build a Destiny Hero deck here, because there's more options in this version than in Duel Links. So it would be a deck that had just more stuff that you could do. Skyscraper, Air Neos, Terraformer Gravity, Evil Hero Inferno Gainer. During your main phase, you can banish this card, then target one Fiend type monster you control. That card can make a second attack during each battle phase. During your second standby phase, after this effect is activated, special summon this banished card in attack position. Oh, that's pretty neat. Interesting effect. But I guess that's only for evil heroes. And Belial. Core, Spirit, Spell Chronicle, Dynatag. Do y'all have Dynatag in Duel Links? I don't think you do. Oh, no, wait. I think they just added him, didn't they? Not too long ago. I think they added him like a month ago or something. Decounter, Mass Change, Conscription, Cocoon Rebirth. Okay, these guys are getting boring. Let's go on to the next ones. Let me see. Who do we want? Let's do, Yusei Funko. Scrap Iron Statue. Sun Dragon Inti, good card. Jet Warrior, Fighting Spirit, Zero Garden. Oh god, I hate that card so much. That card can burn in hell. Scrap Iron Statue, Equip Shot, Buster Blaster. I've never seen this card, or at least not that I remember. Once per turn, you can either target one face-up monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card at special summon. It's the Union monster. Oh, okay. While equipped by this effect, the equipped monster loses 500 attack and defense. If the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, destroy all face-up monsters on the field with the same monster type as the destroyed monster. A monster can only be equipped with one Union monster at a time. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, destroy this card instead. Almost forgot that Union monsters exist. Mech Lord, or the Earthbound, Junk Board, Junk Archer, Malefic Claw, Steam Synchron, Second Booster, Confusion Shade. Okay, let's move on to... I really do like the XYZ monsters. But I'm getting pendulums right now. In fact, somebody told me that they pronounce it differently. They say that it's supposed to be pronounced Zizes or Zized. Like XY and then Z. Zized. And I never saw that particular anime, so I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I guess it could be true, but I'm just going to always call them XYZ. Frontline Observer, Fireflux, Gamil, Suckus Light, Engraver of the Mark, Siren Orca, Perform Pal, Sky Magician. Yeah. Another Utopia. Mogmole, Ego Boost, Sky Pegasus, Leotar, Starlight, Starbright, and 2 Do Swordsmans. He needs new underwear. Tadakawa Knight. World of Prophecy. Buster. Big Belly Knight. Zizid territory. Here, I'll try that. Mogmole, D-Boys, Go Graham. Spellbook of Wisdom, One Shot, Stuffed Animal, Raw Raider or Rye Raider, Gaga Wind, Zap Mustang, Puzzle Reborn. If exactly one monster you control and no other card is destroyed by a card effect target, that monster special summon it. Pine Kono. It's Comrade. Look, it's him. And that's exactly how they dress in Peloton. They got the pine cone on the head. See, in Peloton, they don't even need toilet paper, so he doesn't have to worry about that. They just use pine cones. He's like, do they know pine trees over here? What are you talking about? Yeah, there you go. He is now Pine Kono. Ooh, Big Eye. Like that card. Change Tactics, Revenge, Tribal Rivals, Draw, Toy Knight, and a Crazy Stuffed Animal. Extra Foolish Burial. Pay half your life points, send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. You can only activate one Extra Foolish Burial per turn. You cannot set spell cards. Oh, wow, okay. I see what it's going for. So you can send it there. And then I guess you can reborn it? Ego Boost, Tetsuki Knight, Mimic, Numbers Overlay Boost. What is this? 3 level 1 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one XYZ. This card, draw 1 card, then shuffle 1 card from your hand to the deck. Oh, okay. So it's got like a built-in card trader. Doron, Rake Down, Magic Numeron, Fail. Or Fall, sorry. Crazy Box. I looked into that card and I saw what it did, and I was like, no. Look at this thing. This card cannot attack. Once per turn, you can attach one XYZ material from this card, roll a 6-sided die, and apply the result. Half your life points. Draw 1 card. Your opponent discards 1 card. Negate the effects of one face-up card on the field until the end of this turn. Destroy 1 card on the field. Destroy this card. So that's interesting effect. So basically, let me see. A third of the time, let me see. 2 of them are negative. At least 1 of them is neutral. Possibly, it could go either way. Discards 1 card. Negate the effects. Oh, that one's neutral too. Number 4 is neutral as well. So number 4 and number 5 are neutral. Whereas 6 and 1 are negative for you, and 2 and 3... Well, 2 is good for you. 3, it depends what you're facing. Your opponent discards... Oh, I see what it is, because it says your opponent discards 1 card. It's not randomly discards. So they could kind of pick what they want to dump. ZWS0 Strike. Go, 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 Gigas. Do, 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 do. D-Boys. That's Dre and his gang. You can special summon any number of D-Boys from your deck. Oh, it was this. I think somebody built a D-Boys deck too, and they won a regional with it. You can special summon any number of D-Boys from your deck and face up attack position. Then you take 1,000 damage for each monster special summon this way. That's interesting. I wonder how they were using it. It makes, I really don't, I mean, I see the potential. I just don't know exactly what they were doing with it, because it brings monsters to the field. Because even if it gets attacked and it's destroyed, it still gives you 2 more monsters to play with. So it could be just a big defensive shield. I think they did more with it. I honestly don't know what they did, but there must be something more to it. Gaga Mancer. Monster slots number 20, Giga Brilliant. Once per turn, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card. All face-up monster you currently control gain 300 attack. Pretty straightforward. Utopia Roots. Shield XYZ Agent. It looks funny. Oh, speaking of the new cards, I hope they add all those, like, what is it, Danger Jackalope or something? Like the Danger cards. I hope they add those. Those are going to be interesting. Because I actually have Danger Jackalope. That's the only reason why I remember it, because I have it and that card's worth like $15. Gaga Rush, 63, Shamoji Soldier. 2 level 1s who can only use the effective number 63, Shamonet. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, then activate 1 of these effects at the start of your opponent's next standby phase. Each player draws 1 card, each player gains 1,000 life points. Dark, oh my god. This card is normal summon. You can have all face-up monsters you currently control gain 1 level. Also, they become dark. These effects last until the end phase. Look at his hair, man. Is that supposed to be like a Karibo with just like a crazy hairdo? I don't know what that is. It's just weird. Reverse glasses. Have the attack of all face-up monsters currently on the field. Oh, that could be useful. The thing is, it does all monsters. Or all face-up monsters. Ah, there it is. There it is. Could use that with a stall deck. Or maybe not even a stall deck, just a heavy defensive deck. Because then it won't matter what their attack is usually. Unless you're using something like Spike Shield. The Door of Destiny. Academy Emergency Network. Grand Ram. If your opponent controls a face-up XYZ monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in face-up attack position. Memory Loss. Commander of Swords. Gaga Child. Spell of Game Eternity. And Array Rider. Number 67, Paradise Smasher. 2 plus level 5 monsters. Once per turn during your main phase, you can attach 2 materials from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. Once per turn, if either player rolls a 6-sided die or dice, while this card has material, you can treat one of the results as 7. Interesting. Burst. If you control a rank 6 or higher, destroy all set cards your opponent controls. Ow. Tactics. When a Utopia monster is summoned to your field, pay 500 life points to draw 1 card. You can only control 1, change tactics. That's interesting. Crashbug X. Tsukumo Slash. Dre Dance into the Beat. Z Universe. And more hairdo. Ooh, oh my god. I'm already past the 2-hour mark. I think I'm going to try to get some sleep, guys. Thanks for chilling out with me here overnight. I know it's, well, actually, those of y'all over in Europe and the Middle East, y'all are like, it's morning for me, man. I'm just here eating cereal, watching you play cards. Anyway, oh man. Oh, I've got some more cards coming in, and I've got another video that I've already finished editing that I'm gonna upload tomorrow, or I guess technically later today. So y'all can be on the lookout for that. And also, if you saw the video that I posted yesterday, technically yesterday, you'll know that I now have a whole set of God cards here that I have no use for. So I don't know what to do with these. I could just sleeve them and put them away. Or, I don't know. I mean, what do I do with these things? I was thinking maybe a giveaway. Maybe. I don't know. Depends if there's any interest in it. If not, then I'll just hold on to them. It's no big deal. But yeah, I haven't even opened the pack. They're still enclosed. All the 3 God cards with the special edition cards for what was it? The Blue Eyes, the Dark Magician, and the Red Eyes. I haven't even opened the pack yet. So we'll figure it out. We'll see what we're doing. But I guess that's it for now, guys. I will see you all later today if I'm awake. If not, oh crap! I forgot I gotta go to the store later. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow. Anyway, until next time, guys. Don't cheat on your girlfriends or boyfriends, and eat a taco every now and then. They're good for you.